All right, folks, welcome. We are ready for racing tonight. Our riders are getting set for this first group to come on out. We're going to call the Cat 4 men right up away for their rollout first. Open women competitors are going to get on their bikes and set on the warm-up circle. Welcome to this special event of racing. It's the Carnival session 1 of 2. This fun weekend will conclude tomorrow night with a final race where riders will get to carry forth their success from today and the early parts of tomorrow's program into a big conclusion in the points race. A lot like International Omnium. It's a pretty fun race format. Today we're going to start with a 5-lap scratch race, mostly as a parade of all the riders. There is a $5 cash prize to win it, but no points for the Carnival at the end of that. After that gets done, you're going to see the kids come onto the track. We've got the Kitty Kilo coming up after the 5-lap scratches. Still time to get registered for that, by the way. Just come on down to the big tent behind the grandstands and get the kids signed up for the fun. And after that, we get back into the race format and the beginning of the Carnival in earnest. If you're on the live stream, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the show. We've been away for a couple weeks because of the rain, and a week before that, we ran out of capacity on our hotspot. We're still figuring things out. It's so hard to work out of a shed in the middle of a park. But you know what? We do pretty okay for ourselves considering all of that. Our first group being brought up onto the track now. This is the Open Women coming on up for their 5-lap scratch race. They're going to take a little bit of a ride around here. Again, it's a bit of a parade as you get a chance to say hi to the riders. Yeah, that's right. Turn 1 starting to make some noise. They see the riders coming by. They're going to be competing for this entire weekend of racing fun. Leading the group right now up in the blue is number 9. Kelly Darlene, currently racing in the colors of Rice University. Number 9 leads the way, a former Jerry Baker Jr. rider, and certainly one to keep your eyes on here throughout this event. On the opposite side of her, wearing bib number 5 in the Team Mama Bears jersey. She was trying to give a bit of a wave there to the fans as she went by, as Amara Edwards. Number 5, coach for the Jerry Baker Juniors and local speedster. Oh, Cat 4s to the warm-up circle, please. Go on into the warm-up circle, Cat 4s. We'll get you set to go here in a moment. Racing underway. The neutral now done. 5 laps on the boards. I'll continue to talk about our riders as they go around. There's Team Mama Bear making some noise up along the top. Number 34 down there is Emily Alexander riding for the Liquid Velo team. And next to her, number 3, Heather Nielsen has had one heck of a good season and a good start to her showing here. So we're good to see her coming out here tonight. The leaders jersey. Can't talk this long without talking about Danny Scoville, number 1, wearing the green and purple. I know it's an odd color combination. It's our chosen leaders jersey this year, so it'll really stand out in the crowd. She's kind of near the middle back portion of the track right now of this group, wearing bib number 1. You're going to want to watch out for her. She's won a whole lot of races in the early part of 2023. Keep your eyes on that one. There's Nielsen leading things out at 4 to go. She's got one of the Jerry Baker Juniors right behind her. We got several kids racing today. Number 202 is Bella Mejia, is like right on that wheel, ready to take over. And 2 of the riders from Liquid Velo are right behind her. That's going to be Christine Diebler, number 205, that now takes over the lead spot. Emily Alexander right behind her. And another of the Liquid Velo squad lined up behind as well. Ooh, getting it hustling here on this early part of the lap, as it looks like our rider from Liquid Velo, Christine, wants to try to pick up the pace as she found the front of the field. Seeing 3 to go for the Open Women competitors. Another junior, 242 and 201, 203. That's a bunch of juniors right in a row there. That's Leah Holslander, 242, right behind her with the orange helmet. That's going to be Charlotte Westover. I believe that's going to be Lucy Dorr. That was the next rider behind her, number 203, if I'm not mistaken on the numbers. So 3 of the Jerry Baker Juniors lined up there in the black near the front of the group. The only one I think I've missed so far is going to be number 4, Lucy Gilchrist. She's 4th wheel in the lineup right now with the black jersey, the blue sleeve, and the white helmet. Another of our Jerry Baker Juniors riders. And I can't forget the savvy veteran, the speedster, the smart rider, Annette Williams, number 11, back up and on her bike after another bit of an incident last year. She is riding strong here at the beginning of 2023, and she's riding in the blue of the Center Cycles kit. That should be our entire lineup all introduced and talked about. They're going to be seeing the bell lap here in just a moment in this fun warm-up 5-lapper. It's over pretty quick. The most important thing Starting to get a sense of the riders here. This is a short scratch race, so let's look out for number 1. She's in a good wheel. That's going to be Heather Nielsen getting the bell at the beginning of this sprint with Scoville right on her wheel, and there's Annette Williams. We've seen a lot of sprints between those 3 riders at the front. Darlene is the 5th in that lineup, trying to hold on to the acceleration, coming now from Nielsen at the front of the field, going down the back straight. Good move from the kid in the back. Scoville's trying to hold on to the wheel as long as she can before she comes up and out of the sprinter's lane. She'll now take the front spot. The junior kid's got the lead spot. Here comes Annette Williams trying to hold on to the wheel. She's got the best wheel on the track right now, but Scoville looking pretty strong. Coming to the line, Annette Williams wants to take this early one. It'll be Williams for the early 5. Number 11 takes it for the early cash prize and the victory in our fun warm-up race. Darlene in a good position too, number 9. You saw Scoville lead out the sprint there down the home straight. 1, 2, 3 men to the warm-up circle, please. Here come our Cat 4 men now onto the track. Once again, I'll have a conversation here with you all and try to introduce as many of our riders as I can as they go around for their 5-lap scratch. Five to go for the Cat 4 men. The junior is going to try to get us rolling up to speed. That's Tom Herrick of the Jerry Baker Juniors, number 413, taking the first bit of this opening lap.
And these first few racers are so quick. We need Kilo to staging already. Katie Kilo to staging. So kids over towards the 10th.
That's right, anybody who signed up for the Kitty Kilo, it's time to get ready to go. The Cat 4 is seeing 4 to go. See if I can get some more of these riders that come down the home straight. 448 on the front, 499 and 427. That's Justin Pryor, the Keller Rohrbach Racing Team. David Gilchrist of Edina Racing taking the front 2 spots there. A couple more youngsters amongst this group as well. Got Ian Gola for the Jerry Baker Juniors, number 409, is also in there with his teammate Tom. And Keegan Fairbanks, number 444. If you see views on the stream from the GoPro, you're looking from Keegan Fairbanks' bike, our Covington competitor in here. Josh Sherfree, number 427, at the front there in the all black, takes his turn at the front. It's going to be a pretty quick race. Again, it's over before it even really started. And these Cat 4s doing a good job keeping the pace quick at the front, taking their turns to lead out the lap. Didn't call him out earlier, but a speedster amongst this group has been 401. He's got the black, blue, and red as Michael Westover, got number 401. He's about midfield right now, pretty close to the front, though. That'll be a rider to watch here this evening. At 2 to go. There's Eon leading the group out, number 409. Also in the mix in the dark blue is Dan Pham, number 419. We also have Ryan Doan, number 431. Michael Mager, number 433. And that should round out all of the competitors that have shown up today to compete for the Cat 4s. After the Kitty Kilo, the real carnival begins. But right now we're about to begin the end of this scratch race. $5 on the line. And the prestige of the early fun here in our scratch race in front of the crowds on a Friday night. 1 to go. First rider across the line will be your winner. The lead out being led right now, number 427, is Josh on the lead of this lap right now. Our Keller Rohrbach rider Justin Pryor is in a great spot. So is Michael Westover. Looks like one of our juniors, I'm not sure if that's Tom or not. I believe it's Tom Herrick, is 4th in the lineup. And your lead group up to speed now, all behind the speed of the rider in black. Here comes Keller Rohrbach trying to challenge around the outside. Pryor trying to take the line. It's just going to be from the front of the race, though. 427 holds on all the way around. Josh Sherfree in the all black. An admirable victory there. In a head-to-head sprint with a few other competitors, he'll come out on top. And here comes our largest group of the evening. We had a combined Cat 1, 2, 3 men field coming on for their 5-lap event as well. And with a bigger group, we've got more riders to get through and more things to look out for. Right away, we'll draw attention to that leader's jersey. He's sitting near the very front. It's John Bowie wearing the purple and green leader's jersey. And we'll kind of want to keep our eye on him for sure as he's come in here winning, again, a lot of races so far this season, especially in those Rider of the Year competitions. He wears number 124 and he races for Waterline Racing. The field being led right now by 2 other riders. I see down lower on the track in the white and the black for Airtech Racing is Peter Snoblin. Will be the first to get the signal here. And they do get the whistle. Coefficient of speed up near the top is 104. Matty Hers wants to get things rolling on lap number 1. And the leader's jersey, the Rider of the Year, will follow suit. That's Carl Pratis, University of Carolina. Irvine has got the the bright blue, I should say, kind of a light blue, sky blue color. Coming into the sprinter's lane right behind the Rider of the Year jersey. Carl, another former Jerry Baker Jr. rider coming back to compete here over the summer. Elliot Crowther, is that rider. Carl Brace is in there. I'll find him. Who else do we have here at the front? I see the colors of Liquid Velo. Looks like Dave Chipchase is trying to cover this attack coming now off the front. Let's take a look and see who's driving the speed off of the front of the field right now, as this is a pretty big effort early in this race, seeing only 3 to go. Not a ton of response just yet for 127. The move from Carl Cunningham of the Stranamonte cycling team. We saw him show up a couple weeks ago and demonstrate he's got some great long distance effort here, and he's trying to just ride away from the rest of this field in this fun race around the track. The parade is getting pulled apart here. And at 2 to go, our rider's starting to pull away a little bit here. Got Alex Siegel, number 110. Number 116 is Scott Vincent for the Dyna Racing team. They're up near the front as they get overtaken by the leader's jersey. And there's Will Fowler for the junior team with the white helmet trying to follow on the Rider of the Year's wheel. Dyna Racing scrambling up there as well. We've got a few more riders trying to make their way up, including Scott Grinsel for the Dyna Racing team. Bells ringing for your race leader coming down the home straight. Stranamonte trying to lead this thing out, but here comes one of the juniors now as 399 as David Magidson is in the mix here tonight. He catches and brings with him the Rider of the Year, who's going to go on the big sprint for the finish. One of the juniors in the red helmet with the red bike, Merrick Gallagher, trying to hold on to the attack down the back straight. Coming around the corner, your Rider of the Year looks to take the early race here today. Looking good. Bowie for the victory here. And sprinting out of the field, ooh, number 143. That's going to be Elliot Crowther going ahead again against Carl. There's Pratis, number 142 in the yellow, coming alongside of him. Plenty more riders I didn't quite get to today in this field just yet, but I'll talk more about them as we see them. Luke Wilson for Center Cycles Racing Team, number 182. James Campbell Harris, 311 for Airtech Racing. J.C. Pyle, the Jerry Baker Juniors. Grant Gibson for Liquid Velo. Jamie Parker, the Dyna Racing Team. Justin Captis for Premier Racing. Stanley Douglas, Flow Cycling Factory Team. All here today to compete. Nolan Adams for the Dyna Racing Team. And we'll have plenty more time to talk about these great competitors when we see more from them after the Kitty Kilo is wrapped up. It is time for the kids, everybody. The funnest part of the day. The youngsters take the track, the future of sport. We're here to support all of our athletes in every way we can. First up will be some of our bigger kids going for a full lap around the velodrome. Some of our big kids are being brought out here. Looks like we got another massive showing. Is this going to be our largest field again as the kids? I think it will be.
All right, we have our Fast and Furious 3, all of which are old enough for Camp Velo. I'll let you plug that in a second. Are you all ready? A little bit louder. Are you ready?
Yes!
Nice. All right, ready, set, go. One lap.
Make some noise as they go by. I only get to see them once. Whoa, look at that. Using the shifter up and out of the saddle. Look at this. This kid needs to be at Camp Velo. What's that you say? We have a camp? That's right, for juniors. Once they're, I believe, age 8, maybe younger if they get approval, but around 8 to 9 is the age where we start bringing them in for Camp Velo, a week-long training camp here at the Velodrome where kids get to learn how to ride on the fixed gear bikes. They get the help from the staff. They do simulated racing. They learn about the safety, most importantly, and of course, how to have fun on a bike. So signing up for that is really easy. Velodrome.org. You can head to the education tab and sign up for Camp Velo from the comfort of your home. Whoa, this is one heck of an effort around the track. We need to see more of this in the future. Woo, man. Here we go, folks. Keep making some noise for our next two finishers. Good speed around the Velodrome. Into the grass. Nice job on your fun lap around the Velodrome. Well done. Your next crew coming on down. Let's bring our next starters up to the start line for a lap around the Velodrome. That's right. Every first and third Friday, sometimes on special events as well, or sometimes with cancellations, we might add them back in, but we try to do these basically twice a month. Kitty Kilos here on Friday nights, all part of our program. They are free for the kids. We've been doing this program for a long time. It's part of the mission at our Velodrome to support the future of the sport in every way we can. This is a great facility for it. Nice and flat, very, very safe place to race. Let's get our next group started.
All right, this group is going to do one super fast lap. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Do it one more time. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay, one super fast lap. Ready, set, go!
All right, all right, all right. One to go, one to go.
And Corey,
And 22, look at the spin.
we're actually in Kitty Kilo season. The next 5 weeks all have Kitty Kilos.
Because all the special events we got going on, it's the first and third, it's the GP. Oh my gosh, it's nonstop. So Kitty Kilo season is officially started. I don't know what the Omnium standings are, but I don't think we're keeping track. So 5 weeks in a row of Kitty Kilo racing. So if you missed it this week and you're out there and you're hearing this is going on, you didn't bring the bike, you had the kids, you're like, oh, Mom, Dad, I want to get out there. Okay, we got this. Next week, we're going to come back. It's going to happen. We're going to do everything we can to keep the rain away. We're going to make the plans. We're going to bring the picnic. Oh, we don't even have to do that. They got a food truck. They got the beverages. They got everything. We don't need to do anything. Just bring the bike. Kitty Kilo fun on a Friday night. Nice job. What a good finish. Woo! Nice racing.
Warm-up circle, escapee, shortcut.
Now that is some savvy right there. Why go all the way around when you can take the shortcut? That's just smart. Also, having a basket on the bike is smart. If you don't have the basket, I mean, where are you going to put the stuff? Into the grass after your lap. Nice job. Nice job. All right, we're working our way there. Hope you're having fun out there, folks. If you're tuning in on the live stream, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and let us know that this is good content. It helps us get seen by more folks. More views on our videos, of course, means more word spreading that this is a great thing happening here in Redmond, Washington. If you would like to check out the live stream or re-watch the racing later and haven't found where to get to it just yet, well, you can do so here really easily on your smart device. Just type in the website velodrome.org/live. Scroll down beneath the schedule, and you'll find your way to the link to the live stream video on YouTube, where you can give our channel a subscribe, hit thumbs up on the video, and enjoy the show.
Next group, they're asking all these questions. Can I use the banks? Where do I exit? This is going to be a race. All right, are you ready?
Yeah!
Nice. Ready, set, go!
This group's my favorite already, just from the yeah. They already win. All of them. That was good enthusiasm. One to go. Another fun way to get on the track, if you folks want to give it a try and want something a little bit less than a whole week of training for a kid, there's also courses called Try the Track. They are very short, just an hour. And during that hour, we get you on the fixed gear bike. Yes, we have a great rental fleet, thanks in large part to all the support we get from our community, our fundraising efforts. And during that hour, you also get some help from our staff about how to ride on the bike safely, get around the velodrome, kind of get a sense of what it's like to go at high speed. And if you enjoy that, then you can always sign up for more after that. A Try the Track is free for juniors and just $10 for adults. And that does include, of course, the rental bike for your time here. Nice job. The biggest tires of the day coming around here. He thought we were going to do some downhill racing today. Nicely done. All right, a couple more finishers. We have another sneaky warm-up circle shortcutter. This is pretty cool here. Is that the same rider? I think that's the same kid. Not only smart and savvy, but also like, I'm going to get my money's worth. It might have been free, but I'm still going to get more laps out of this, darn it. I'm impressed. Nice work. Nicely done. All right, I think we have a few more groups to bring on up. So here comes our next crew down to the start line. Come on down, kids. There you go. I know, the downhill's scary. Come on down all the way to the cement at the bottom. Go to the left. Down there. Down there. There you go. They're just ready to start.
All right. One super fast lap. Are you ready? Ready, set, go!
Off they go. One time around again. Nice job, everybody. It's like tie-dye day, man. I've seen all sorts of tie-dye today. It's always like the kids' fashion show out here on bikes, right? The color coordination can sometimes be very ace. Sometimes it's superhero themed. We only really ever see one superhero out here at the velodrome every once in a while. We have the Red Power Ranger shows up to race. I mean, they're all superheroes in my heart. I got you, David. Our kids are out there doing another fast lap. We got at least one more crew ready to go. Good chance to come over and pick up a beverage or a hot, delicious sandwich if you need a refreshment before you settle in for the rest of this Carnival event today. Carnival racing, of course, we're going to be doing some fun events, a little bit different format than we're used to doing on a Friday night. That is starting up with eliminations after the kids are racing. Yes, we would dare not eliminate a child. That sounds terrible, just saying it out loud. Here they come. We put our hands together for our first finishers from the crew. Nice job. Down to the grass. Nice job. Nice work. My kid would love that Spider-Man bike. That's pretty hip. Nice job. Here comes another fast finisher. Oh, the Strider with the pedals. Hustling and hustling nicely. Nice job. All right, we've got, again, just a couple more, and the first group up after this, just for our riders to be reminded, we'll start with the open women after the kitty kilos for the elimination. That'll be our first group up. A couple of them already headed to the warm-up circle, so heads up on that. Keep them coming, keep them coming.
All right, this is going to be our last full lap group. There are so many kids. This is fantastic. All right, this is our last full lap group. Are you ready? Yeah. Here we go. Ready, set, go.
Go, 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 go. One to go, one to go. Oh, this group's even got the training wheels. This is too good. Nice. July is a very fun time here, folks, at the Velodrome. We've got all sorts of great racing coming up. Derby Days is right around the corner in Redmond, and anybody here from Redmond knows that Derby Days is kind of the thing in town. It's a huge event We are going to be racing on Friday night of Derby Days. There's going to be a heck of a party here. We're hoping to bring folks over from the end of Derby Days, bus them over here, send them over here by teleporter. I don't know. We're going to get them over here in large droves some way, some magical way, and it's going to be thousands of people around this velodrome enjoying Friday night racing, so you want to join us for that. That's just a couple weeks away. We've got some different race formats coming up because we have some auction winners that get to mess with our race nights. So we have a couple of Friday nights upcoming that will look a little different than usual. And then, of course, it's the big international class, the huge draw, the $10,000 cash purse, all sorts of prizes going out for the GP. It's the Vision Grand Prix coming back again in July. The calendar is absolutely full of cool stuff coming up in this next month. Head to velodrome.org/calendar to get a look at everything that's coming up, and stay tuned to our socials for more reminders of all the racing coming around the corner. Nice, with the smile too, having too much fun. I want to be doing that right now. Brilliant. And here comes a trio around the corner. The beverage garden goes nuts. There they go. I want to make sure they're still listening down there. Whoa. Digging deep for that spin. Go, 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 go. Nice finish. And a few more fast finishers coming in here, showing off the good gear here. Got the baskets all equipped. We got the Nemo themed helmet. Too good. All right, looks like we're going to bring out the front straight riders now, the home straight riders. This is going to be our last group of little competitors today. They're getting all set to go just down the home straight. Very good. Almost there. This will be fun to watch the youngest group here at the very end. Open women, you are up after this. I see you already set to go there on the infield. We'll call you up for the elimination as soon as we got all the kids out of here, so stay tuned for the fun. Nice. One more finisher from our last group, getting lots of love from the first from their first lap here at the velodrome. Go Hawks.
Can we see the size of this strider group? This is intense over here. All right, you are just doing the straightaway in a nice straight line. You can stay on the track or you can go down, but nice straight line. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Oh, there was some cheers. Maggie's just gonna go. Are you? Yay, okay, here we go. Strider bikes, straightaway. Go! Oh!
Woo! Here they go, here they come, here they come. Down to the grass, go to your left to the grass, look out. Look where you're riding. Good job, Striders, down in the grass, down in the grass. You gotta get in their way or they'll just ride right by you. There you go, down in the grass. Woo! Good catch. Oh my goodness, look at the size of this group. Woo! Keep it going, keep it going. Nice job on the bike. We here at the Velodrome really stand firmly with the idea that a bike is freedom. It's empowerment. We really love seeing the young kids get on their bikes and celebrating them all together as a community. We've been a fixture here in Redmond for a darn long time, and we can't be the bike capital of the world without at least celebrating our youngest riders. So that's why we keep doing the Kitty Kilo. It's a big effort, but you know, the biggest effort, of course, is for all the Ma's and Pa's that are bringing out their kids and supporting them here today. So thanks for joining us and making the effort to come out to the Velodrome. It's always so fun to have this be a part of our Friday night experiences. Yay, nice job. Woo. You won't find anything just like this anywhere else in the country. Very cool. Our last strider finishing up here. Hey, we have just a few more figuring their way off the track. I think we're ready to start inviting our competitors back. Hey, young athletes, great job. How about we put our hands together one more time for all the moms, pops, and kids. Great job here today. We're going to have you come right back out the way you came in. So follow the flow of traffic right back out the way you came back in, or you came in here today. Thank you. That's right. Very good, everybody. That's right. I was reminded that we've got a lot of a lot of Kitty Kilo races all through the season thanks to the GP. Our interesting schedules upcoming. We've got Kitty Kilo after Kitty Kilo after Kitty Kilo. So if you want to come back and do it again, we're going to do more next week, the week after, and the week after. It's a whole month of Kitty Kilos. So don't miss your chance to come join us on the velodrome here all through the month of July. We'd love to have you back and be a part of the fun. Perfect time as you're exiting the track. We'll mention the Jerry Baker Jr.'s doing their bake sale today. Why not pick up a little extra treat or something sweet to say great job racing your bike here today, and at the same time support current juniors getting ready to compete this summer for track nationals. That's right, you can help the Jerry Baker Jr.'s team, our local kind of partnership junior team with all of their competitors heading. I'm gonna have to look at Coach Amar. It's at least 20 riders. 21, okay, I knew it was over 20 that are confirmed to be competing. 21 youngsters competing this summer, and they could use some help. If you want to support the kids, come over to the bake sale. It's still open. Mastermind Rue, they put together some great homemade baked goods, lots of sweets. We have, I think, some chips and drinks if you're looking for just that kind of stuff as well. So we got you covered. The bake sale for the J. Baker Jr. is going on throughout today's program. Don't forget to pick up something awesome and support the kids for their efforts. Your first crew for the Carnival coming back up. It's the open women field now to the rail for the elimination. On deck, Cat 4 men, followed by the Cat 1, 2, 3 men. Currently on the neutral, after they go around for this first lap out of turn 4, if they're all together, the race will start. This elimination format means that the last rider across the line on every lap gets pulled from the race. You got to be at least not the last rider across the line to stay in every single lap. The longer you do that, the higher place you'll be. For the Carnival, this has a couple of things that this is going to mean. First of all, every race that goes towards Carnival points is 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1 to the top 5 places in the end of the race. So the top 5 get points for the Carnival competition that they carry forward. We'll wait here to see if we get the signal before continuing. And the whistle signaling the race is underway. Last rider next time gets eliminated. Home straight knows what to do. Appreciate hearing the applause. The riders can hear you make noise, and it's part of the fun of this environment. We turn up the music, we bring out the beverage garden, all because we want to make a scene here. Have some fun with our riders, make some noise, clap your hands, stomp your feet, and let them know you're here and enjoying the show. You get 7 points for winning this race overall for the Carnival, 5 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 for fifth. That's going to be true for all of the events until the end. So that's good to know that that's part of it. Here comes our first elimination. Last rider, who's it going to be? Oh! 5, Amari Edwards. Edwards. She's making a run at it along the rail, just didn't have enough acceleration or room to finish it out. Trying to be the sneaky attack there around the outside. Didn't come out working this time. Also know that riders are going to be seeded in the next race based on their elimination order. So the top 4 will race again against each other in a match sprint-like format. 34 is Emily Alexander. Alexander. Down 2 riders. Continue to work our way around here. It's always fun in turn 4 to watch the back end of the field and see how they maneuver themselves. It looks like Westover's doing just enough work. She's going to be safe. She's looking behind her saying, I think you're out. It will be 2-4-2 Hostlander. Leah pulled out there for the Jared Baker Juniors as her teammate just did enough right in front of her to stay in another lap. Charlotte in the orange bike still at the back end of this field. But we've seen what she can do there at the line. See if she can do it again, as she's got the longest way around the track. But what's also kind of nice about being that person in the back is you get the best rest on the back half of this lap, giving you the chance to kind of yo-yo forward and back, attack and rest, rather than the consistent effort the riders at the front are putting out currently. Let's see what Westover can do with it. Another attack by the junior should work out. 202, Bella Mejia is caught in the sprinter's lane. 202. Looks like we've got one of our riders from Liquid Velo at the front, Christine Diebler, alongside of Heather Nielsen, setting the edge of this race. You got to do a lot of consistent effort up at the front, but that does work out to your benefit. If you're willing to do that, you're never going to be in any sort of elimination situation until you're down to about the last 6 or 7 riders. Oh, Westover, does she has enough? She's trying to run at it again. It will be. 205 falls off the pace there. She's coming to the line as Diebler. Saw it coming. We've got 7 left in the group. We're almost into the top 5 scenario. You have to make a couple more spots here before you start getting Carnival points. We're watching the back half again here. It looks like Westover is going to be the last rider again as she comes into turn 4. Maybe doesn't have enough left. She's going to try one more time. The Rider of the Year jersey, Scoville, pulling away. It'll leave Westover alone in the back. 201 finally has her number called. What a great race for the kid, though. She makes, I believe, 7th overall. We have 6 left in the group. It's still Nielsen at the front now alongside Darlene. Lucy Dorr in the mix alongside the rider in the black with the black helmet. Right behind her is Annette Williams in the blue, number 11, your winner of the scratch race. Rider of the Year at the back end right now, number 1, Scoville for the Jerry Baker Jr. She's going to try and leave out her teammate if she can, Lucy Gilchrist. The rider with that gray helmet's trying to find some room to maneuver. Everyone's sprinting for this one. Ooh, might be down the sprinter's lane this time. It is number 3. Nielsen knows it's coming as the whole field comes up over the top of her. And look at this, the sprinter's lane's open. An interesting formation here as it almost feels like the riders are starting to get a little selfish. Who's going to do the work? Lucy Dorr, one of the juniors, will take that position now. Just feeling like she can go ahead and drop down in position and hold the front of the field. Annette Williams has found her wheel. Then we've got our collegiate competitor for Rice University popping up over the right-hand side, trying to speed things up a little bit for herself. Here they come again. Who's out this time? Gilchrist trying to hold on to a spot in the back second line. Oh, Gilchrist didn't find enough room. Number 4 still gets a point for the Carnival. She'll be our first points getter here for the Carnival competition, but number 4 will make her way off. Number 1, the Rider of the Year, sitting at the back end of this lineup. Always a favorite to win any race, but I think all of these fine competitors in the open women's category have a good chance of finding the top of this one here today, depending on how they race the next couple laps. Lucy Dorr's got a really tough spot now. She's leading this field, and now they're just going to all come around her and take her out of this race. And that's exactly how that one plays out. 203, what a strong ride for that junior. She finds 2 points for her lead-out effort. Feels like not being respected there at the end. They all come around her and take it away, but Lucy will still walk out of here with 2 points to her name. Everybody's at the blue line. as Darlene does not want to give anybody any sort of lead out. But here comes number 1 as they come into turn 3. Your rider of the year takes lead spot. Scoville down in the sprinter's lane. Darlene leaving a little bit of space here. Bell for 1 to go. Bell for 1 to go. Number 9, Darlene eliminated. And here comes your top 2 spots between Scoville and Williams. A familiar story. Let's see how this one turns out as Scoville's got the shorter lane, but Williams starting to just kind of creep in front of her a little bit as both riders look like they're trying to get a little bit of oxygen back in the system before this finish. Williams will try to reaccelerate back onto the wheel as Scoville will try to pick things up from the shorter line. Oh, that's a big gap. That may be too much for Williams to respond to, and she'll let this one start to roll away from her a bit as Scoville was ready to finish this one down. Scoville will take that one. She finds the first 7 points of the day. Annette Williams will take 5 further on into the carnival. Cat 4 men, your elimination is now ready. Let's bring you up to the rail. Cat 4 men to the rail, please. We got another elimination, this time for the Cat 4 men, now taking the track for the neutral lap. Once again, started out turn 4 if they're all together. Elimination always so fun. And again, this has to do with their seeding too. Positions 1 through 4 will race again in the 4-up sprint as the next race. Positions 5 through 8 will race against each other's. Other 9 through 12, and so on all the way through the rest of the field. So the heats will be set based on how they race this. Now, of course, it's also worth carnival points to finish well in this elimination, which carry forward all the way to the final points race that'll happen at the end of tomorrow's racing session. That's right, Saturday racing happening here, the second session of the carnival tomorrow night. That whistle means racing's underway. Next time, last rider across the line is eliminated. Here we go, Cat 4 men, elimination. Michael Westover, 4:01, gets scooting right away, trying to set the tempo on this opening lap. Still time to come over and enjoy the view from a different part of the track, like, I don't know, maybe the beverage garden. That's right, purchases in the adult beverage garden help support racing here at the Velodrome. Your purchases go right back into our race programs. Postdoc Brewery and Locust Ciders, once again, our 2023 beverage sponsors, pouring all night tonight. Come join in on the fun and great views from the beverage garden. Incoming speed here on this first lap. Whoa, that's going to be Daniel Pham, 4:19. Pham. This race, of course, always something to watch every single lap. It's really the benefit of Velodrome racing. We get to sit here and enjoy the action all the way around the entire time. And there's always something to watch in an elimination. As it looks like we've got, oh, what a good effort at the back half. Will it be enough? It was enough. Kevin Ulrich for Gene Johnson Cycling. I look surprised. I think we all were a little bit there. What an Herculean effort to hold on another lap. Will our rider have enough to do it again? Keller Rohrbox is trying to do an attack off the front. No points off the front of the field. There's just getting eliminated off the back. It may not be another lap here for our rider. What an effort last time around. But here he comes this time, not going to be able to find the field. It's Michael Magger, number 433. Did some serious damage on the previous lap. Women's 4-up groupings are posted, velodrome.org/live. It should be based on your finishing order. Again, our women competitors, the open women field, can check for their 4-up groups. Watching the back again, Dyna Racing's trying to keep their rider in. Ooh, Gilchrist trying to accelerate. Not quite enough. It's David Gilchrist, 499. He knew he had to put in the effort and just wasn't able to dial in enough before he hit the line. Killer Rohrbach's racing this like a tempo race right now. We've got one rider over in turn 3, well ahead of the field. I mean, he certainly can't be eliminated out here. He's in good shape. Dustin Pryor's just riding away from this thing. He says, no, thank you. I know if I'm on the front, I'm not at the back. We'll turn our attention now as we watch the sprint from the back group here. A couple of juniors head-to-head. Keegan Fairbanks trying to hold on. Already knows it's coming, I guess. Number 444 shakes her head and sticks her tongue out and says, yep, all done. That's right, our under 18 competitors. Lots of kids racing at the velodrome in both this group and the previous. There's a few in our Cat 1, 2, 3 field as well tonight. Many of them competing for the Jerry Baker Juniors team in the black and the blue. It's still Justin Pryor well up the front. We look at the field right now being led by Sherfy, number 427, and the neon helmet of one of the juniors trying to make a move again. Will they have enough room and time? Not this time. 409 is Iongola. Shakes his head. He knows it's coming. So next to Sherfy is Westover, the rider in the blue and the red. Down in the sprinters lane, we've got another Jerry Baker Jr. rider, Tom Herrick, number 413. Ryan Doan, I believe, is number 431, is the other rider in that back group in the white, who's now been out of the saddle, trying to hold on to this lap. Oh, Ryan doing the work here, trying to drop into the other competitors. Looks like he'll be able to do so. 401 is called as Westover is left out of the fun here. Ryan falls back into the back of the lineup. Currently being led out by Sherfy, who's been looking strong here tonight. The kid's got a good wheel, and he's holding on to it with really good consistency, good confidence, trying to be right in the slipstream as long as he can. Now your rider in the white starting to make his move and trying to get ready for the home straight. Another elimination. Ryan's trying to hold on to it from the outside. May not be enough this time. Ryan Doan is done. As he gets caught there that time, that was a good effort by a rider in white. He'll get points for the Carnival. That's 2 points to his name, and we've got some more racing up ahead of us. Justin Pryor has been off the front, is within striking distance now of the chasing riders. Well, it looks like one of the juniors knows it's coming. Tom's starting to pull off the pace here as Sherfy starts to pull away. This should be good for third place overall, and what would be 3 points for the Carnival. Bell's ringing for 1 to go. It's now Keller Rohrbach, who's been off the front for half of this race, being chased down by Sherfy, who's been sitting back behind him, kind of resting a bit. He's trying to try and catch on the back straight and just overtake him and take this into one-lap sprint. Sherfy trying to catch onto the wheel. He makes it. Now he's going to try to come up over around the corner. Sherfy with a great effort here tonight for the Cat 4 men overtakes Pryor. What a great finish. Can Pryor come back into this one? I don't think so. Nice effort for the rider in all black. It's Sherfy coming on the home straight. Should be able to pick up the victory. Pryor is so proud, does not want to get this up. Oh, Sherfy does enough. Oh, what a nice ride for the rider. Back for the field, Josh Sherfy, number 427, will pick up the 7 points. Justin Pryor can't be upset with that. He finds 5. Certainly wants the win here today. Interesting approach for elimination. Here comes your Cat 1, 2, 3 is now up to the rail for the elimination race. They're first in the Carnival. Look out for this fast neutral. The elimination means positioning so important right away. So riders take off pretty quick from the rail here, trying to get themselves lined up and ready. It looks like they'll start to allow this thing to come back together again within pretty quick order. Same race we just saw, but more riders means more laps, more eliminations, more drama, a more drawn out finish. Still only the top 5 get points in the Carnival. This will be fun to watch, folks. Another good one coming up here in just a moment. They're coming together out of turn 4, and they're good to go. Off we go. Elimination racing. Last rider across the line. Next time and every lap after that is out. Grant Gibson, 315's got a tall order. He's at the back of the field right now for Liquid Velo. While we got all the way at the front, the rider of the year, John Bowie. He's been touring around. He's not just been here in Washington. I know he's made a bit of a campaign here in his spring to compete in some criteriums across the country, and has made his way back here to race with Waterline Racing during the summer. Our rider of the year. Gibson, though, will pull up it off and hits the rail and says, I'm good. Couldn't quite grab it. He'll be 315 making his way off. Watching now the pink of Mike Ritter is looking around thinking it might have been him. It was not. So Dyna Racing's still in it, and he's going to try and pick up the pace here and catch on to Stanley Douglas right in front of him. If he can find Stan's wheel or someone else's, he should be able to try to compete for another time around the velodrome. I'm watching the back here. Again, the rider in pink, closest to the elimination line. Not able to find it. 321, that is Ritter. This is, of course, just step 1 of the carnival. Riders have to stay competitive throughout the entire weekend, not just racing today, but also tomorrow, and they continue to earn points. You got one right off the back here, folks, so we're going to get Stan Douglas, Flow Cycling. Your points carry forward to a big conclusion points race tomorrow. You start the points race, how many points you earned from the other races in the carnival. And also this race sets the seeding for the next race. So positions 1 through 4 race again in the 4-up sprints that follows. Positions 5 through 8 compete in the next heat, and so on and so forth. Whoa, at the back, it's gonna be close. 1-2-2 is Nick Martinez. Coach Vision to speed, couldn't find a spot in the middle. The grandstand's making good noise here as the riders come by. They're hearing the message loud and clear. I know the racers are hearing it too. We got a good crowd here tonight. It's good to let the riders know we're having fun here at the end. We've been missing the beautiful Friday nights here in June. It's been a rough one, but today we are blessed to have this gorgeous evening here with all of you. And another ride around the track here. Who's gonna find it? Oh, it might be down the sprinter's lane. One of our juniors already calling it quits. 313 is JC Pyle, having a great season here. He's joining in with the 1-2s. One of our under, I think he's a 16-year-old competitor, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go again, up and along the rail. Whoa. Scott Grinsell, 181, Grinsell. 181, Grinsell. He is coming off. I think we got the information just a bit late, but he hears it. We're looking for another elimination here. That was Carl Pratis that was kind of dangling off the back, but he'll get back in on this. No pull on that last one, so we got another lap here with all the riders. There was no call. Let's see again what we get. No pull last time, so let's see what we get this time. Oh, it's tight in the back here again. Oh, who's gonna find space? 311, James Campbell Harris. It was the top of the track was fighting for any gap they could find. It was the sprinter's lane that gets eliminated. Very common in this race. When the riders are scrambling along the rail to look for some space to go, it's the sprinter's lane without any tactical positioning they're allowed to do, and we find it again. Oh, we have an early exiter here. Paredes is pulling off the tempo here, so we got a volunteer. 1-4-2 with the fist pump. For those of you out there on the stream, you're enjoying the view of Justin Captis, who's in the midst of this race, helping us get a more up-close view to the racing action. Number 368 from Premier Racing. Captis is right along the blue line, kind of 3 or 4 bikes back right now. Let's look to the back here. Dyna Racing up and out of the saddle. The rider in gray. 117 is Chip Chase. Chip Chase. Nestled in the middle there. Good move from Dyna Racing, but that might be all they're going to be racing today too. Cat 4 men, your starts for the 4-ups are now posted. Cat 4s, your groups for the sprints are posted. 1 off the back here. We got 1 off the back. So Dyna Race, 2 off the back. 134, Haldy. I think we're going to have a double volunteer situation here. So the field could maybe chill it, but I don't know if they know they've got another volunteer off the back. We have 1 off the back right now. 1 off the back. The field is safe. 1 off the back. The field is safe. They don't care. They're going to sprint anyways. Why not? That's Jamie Park for Dyna Racing found there. Looking back over the field now, we see looks to be a rider in yellow, sort of in the toughest spot right now, trying to position themselves around the right-hand side. Makes a nice move, though. Should be safe. Look out to the bottom, though. Already shaking his head. 113. Tomko didn't have anywhere to move and watch the field come around him on the right-hand side. Rider from Center Cycles. What I'm noticing here is we've got our Cat 1-2s sitting down in this fast part of the track, and they just keep getting caught by these Cat 3s that are going over the top, and then they're shot. So we keep having these Cat 3s can barely hold on to the tempo, but they're making the attacks to get rid of some of these fast riders, and then they're kind of out of it. So an interesting format here in terms of how this is playing out with our combined group. 310, 310 is Tony Brevetti in the yellow. Tony Brevetti. And he hears the call. Still a ways to go in this elimination. Lots of fields, or lots of riders in this field, pardon me, as we work our way down to the top 5 to really start thinking about the points. Merrick Gallagher, the rider for the J. Baker Jr., is in a nice spot here to try to take out someone else from this race. He's the rider in the black and the blue with the red helmet, positioning himself well. Oh, who's it going to be? 127, Carl Cunningham. Cunningham. I think Siegel wanted to get out, but they didn't let him. He has to stay in again. He'll move well up along the right-hand side. Number 110 does that, which leaves out number 116, Scott Vinson, now riding for the Dyna Racing team. Uh-oh. The sprinter's feeling it now. Looks like Siegel starting to fall off the pace. Number 110 will likely have his number called here in just a moment, as 1 off the back of the field currently. We have 1 off the back. Everybody's safe in the field. Here he is, folks. 110, it's Mr. Siegel smiling his way through that elimination. 11 riders still left here. Snowby in the bad spot at the back, but he's got the fun roll trying to take somebody else out. He accelerates nicely. Who's he going to leave out at the bottom? 399 is Magidson. He knew that was coming too. He's already shaking his head. Snowby says, no way, I'm not at the back. I'm at the front. Don't blink or I'm gone. So he was going to try to do a bit of a dance off the front of the field right now. While the rest of the group's trying to sort things out of the back, I'm looking at one of our center cycles riders, Luke Wilson at the very back, starting to pick up the pace nicely. Once again, watch the sprinters lane get overtaken as Luke's going to try to leave a rider out, or maybe he'll be a rider in white now in the bad positioning. Oh, not enough acceleration. Shucks, says Captus. 368. Justin Captus snap at his finger saying shucks. Not quite enough snap there in the right moment. Still Wilson with the longest way around the track right now at the back of this field, but he's starting to position himself over the top of the group as Snoblin's caught, and he's now down the sprinters lane. He's in a bad position, especially if center cycles can position themselves here, and it looks like they'll be able to. Oh, it's going to be between coefficient of speed. Hers doesn't have where to go. 104, caught here. Bit of a surprise result there from my eyes. Just, again, the way the field's maneuvering, didn't have anywhere to go, though. And you'll see this sort of rotation. Here comes another one. 347, Snoblin. We have a warning from the officials for 143. That's Elliot Crowther for entering the sprinter's lane while occupied. An official's warning to Crowther for entering the sprinter's lane while occupied. Number 143, an official's warning has been issued. Oh, the junior's in a bad spot there down the sprinter's lane. Oh. Gallagher, 344, is caught, nowhere to move, as the field just does enough work to take out the young speedster. There's another junior still out there, though. It's Will Fowler for the Jerry Baker Juniors team up in the front, 4 riders right now. Nolan Adams, number 111 for Dyna Racing, in a good spot on the wheel of Crowther. He's farthest back. He has to accelerate here to try to reposition himself, as Fowler might be the one in the toughest position here in a moment. Here comes Crowther and Adams. Oh, it's going to be straight up across the track. Who's going to be left out? Ooh! 114 is Williams. We're into the top 5. It's now Carnival points on the line. The anticipation's been building. The drama's been set up to this moment. Ooh, both Crowther and Adams wanted the line there at the bottom. Adams will take it for a moment. He'll come back up again. A lot of dancing around. Luke Wilson in the blue, the former Seahawk, leading things out right now for the group. Oh, coming out on the home straight. The big guy's got the lead spot. The pink of Dyna Racing. Looks like they're trying to box in the kid. He's got nowhere to go. Oh, Crowther, no room. 143, that's going to be Crowther, the rider in blue. He gets 1 point in the Carnival, and he's out. Adams already sitting up, giving a bit of a thumbs up. We got a volunteer from Nolan Adams, so the group of 3 right now coming on the home straight will be your top 3. None of them will be eliminated. You've got your 4th place off the back right now. Here's your top 3. Number 124, your rider of the year, John Bowie. Luke Wilson for Center Cycles right alongside him now. And, the kid, man, this is a tough place to be. Will Fowler gets all the way to 3rd place here. I don't know if he's going to catch back onto these 2. He's hurting. What an effort. Here comes Nolan Adams finally. 4th place for number 111. He's already celebrating. Get out of here. Now you get out of here. All right, here they come on the home straight. It's going to be John Bowie just rolling away now. Luke Wilson saying, oh, this hurts. And we got the junior getting some love from the home crowd, getting 3rd place here. Will Fowler with a nice finish. He will be eliminated here on this lap. This field raced very interestingly with the combination of these Cat 3s in with the 1-2s. Sort of a different way than I would have expected this one to play out. John Bowie, again, with just incredible base strength here this season. Great top speed. Look out for this guy all season long. Bowie for Waterline will take this one. And that's right, at one point, playing the role of tight end today, he's playing the closer here on this final lap. Luke Wilson getting 2nd place for Center Cycles. A great finish as he continues to work his way up in the sport. Excellent effort here tonight. Positions will be called up again here based on how you finish the elimination. The first 2 groups have been posted. I'll bring those up now and try to start getting these groups organized. We are now bringing up the 4-up sprints for the women. Our open women field will be coming up with the 4-up sprints. looks like we're working from group 4 towards group 1. So group 4 is Alexander and Edwards in a 2-up sprint. We will start from the rail. On deck is group 3, Holslander, Mejia, and Jones. Group 2, Diebler, Westover, Nielsen, Gilchrist, followed by the last group, group 1, Dorer, Darlene, Scoville, and Williams.
That's not good for me.
Now off they go. 2 laps in these sprints. So sprint racing is a pretty pure form of racing. It's racing for the finish line over a pretty short distance, just 2 laps around the track for the riders to sort out who's champ. What's fun about the Carnival here today with this one is you actually get Carnival points in these fields as well. So first place gets 7, second place gets 5th, third place will get 3, and the 4th place rider will get 2. So you still get Carnival points just for being in the 4-up sprints. So it makes it kind of fun. No matter whether you place to the top or the bottom during the elimination, you still have a good race here in the sprints. Edwards leading things out, number 5 for Alexander on this opening lap. Riding for Liquid Velo is Emily Alexander, the rider in the off-white with the green. The green and blue of Team Mama Bears at the front now. Coming up next will be our Group 3 for the Open Women. Okay, one to go. We're just getting everybody warmed up for the GP, right? Pretty common in a sprint race where the first lap is slow intentionally, as the intention is if you go really fast right away, the other rider could just grab your wheel and beat you at the end because you'll be exhausted. So you want to try and shorten the track a little bit, so you'll see that a lot today. The 4-ups does change that quite a bit, though, as you have a bit of a field almost for some of these groups. So you won't always see the same slow first lap, fast second lap that you see most often in the match sprints. Here comes Edwards coming around the corner. She'll be picking up 7. Alexander will pick up 5 for their Carnival. Group 3, come on down, is Holslander, Mejia, and Jones. Group 3, Holslander, Mejia, Jones, come on up. And they are followed by Group 2, Diebler, Westover, Nielsen, and Gilchrist.
I mean, that's a big field, so it's hot. I was totally blown at the end.
3 riders in this group. 7 to the winner, 5 to the second place rider, and 3 points to your third place rider in the Carnival competition. Number 242 is Leah Holslander for the Jerry Baker Juniors. Her teammate Bella Mejia is also out there, number 202. Melissa Jones, 454, rides against them. She's got the off-white and green of Liquid Velo's kit. And we're going to see, again, several of these kinds of heats. It's just one chance you get to go around and place yourself here in the 4-up sprints event. Want to follow along with the confusing format, the new schedule we have here today? You can get a look at today's schedule by going to velodrome.org/live, where you can also get a link to the live stream that's up right now on YouTube and also see live results as they're posted. That website again is velodrome.org/live to get a look at today's racing program and link to the stream to share with friends and family that you got some cool racing going on here in Redmond. Don't forget, Derby Days is right around the corner. It's Redmond's favorite outdoor summer activity time and fair in downtown. We are racing on Friday night of Derby Days, so don't forget to come out and join us for the big party that we'll certainly have. We had nearly 1,000 people in attendance last year. Must have been 800, 900 people. We're expecting even more this year. So we'd love to have you be a part of the fun, as we've got really good racing and a good Friday night show on dock. The 1, 2, 3 groupings have been posted on the live website as well. In the live folder, you can find the groups for the 1, 2, 3s have been posted. Good move here from Holslander. Tries to drive the pace nicely. Bella recovering a bit here, trying to get on the wheel. Ooh, the juniors are taking it all the way to the line. Oh, Bella almost gets it. Ooh, what a run at the line for the kid. Leah with the early attack had enough to hold off the charge. Mejia was rolling in almost gets there. Here comes group 2. Diebler, Westover, Nielsen, and Gilchrist on deck as group 1, followed by the Cat 4 men's first group.
I mean, pretty much without a doubt, that's the best result you've ever gotten out here. Yeah. Yeah. You earned it. Like, you raced a beautiful elimination.
Oh, geez, here we go. The infield's already making noise about this group. Let's see how we got going on here. Diebler for the Liquid Velo team is leading the field right now. Number 205 takes the early part of the lap. Lining up behind her, we've got Lucy Gilchrist for the Jerry Baker Juniors. Charlotte Westover, also for the Jerry Baker Juniors. For center cycles is Heather Nielsen, number 3 at the back end of the group. Nice acceleration from Diebler here. She's going to try and just set this thing fast and early. She pulls up, tries to force some other rider to take the lead spot. Gilchrist says no thank you. Westover says no thank you. Everybody's nice and polite and says, no, you first, you first. No, you first. Bell's ringing, 1 to go. Gilchrist, number 4, trying to look left and right, trying to see who's going to come at her next. Both lanes are wide open. Number 3 down the sprinter's lane. Nielsen probably wants to take the move here. She starts to. Gilchrist wants to accelerate and maybe close the door down in front of her. She's able to find the lane down in front. She takes the sprinter's lane now for herself. Gilchrist trying to open a big pain hammer here on the rest of the field. She's dropping it good from the back half of the track and trying to drop the rest of the competitors. Gilchrist establishing a nice lead out of turn 2. She'll be able to drop this one all the way home. 7 points for the kid. Nielsen comes across the line second for 5 points. Nice effort there for that group. And here comes your top placing group from the elimination. Group 1, come on out. And off they go. All right, by now you've seen how these riders race, and these are our top 4 in the elimination, so you probably have a favorite by now. Don't be afraid to let them hear it as they come by. Make some noise. Annette Williams leading things out for Rice University. Kelly Darlene, second spot. Your rider of the year, Danny Scoville. And, of course, Lucy Dorr, the up-and-comer youngster who continues to impress with her top speed and her ability on the bike, all making this to be a very interesting and very fun group of 4 sprinting against each other. And I also say some different styles and different approaches here from each of the competitors. On deck is Group 3 for the Cat 4 men. Pham, Ulrich, and Magger should be getting ready to go. Ooh, acceleration from Darlene. She pulls up out of the sprinter's lane, tries to reset things. Quick little move from the collegiate rider. She resets it. Everybody comes up with her. The rider of the year guarding the front. A little bit of room for Dorr along the rail as the bell's ringing. Annette's just hiding in the clear behind the juniors right now. She's trying to get as much slipstream benefit as she can. Everybody now bunching up as they come into corner 2. There's only one rider with a move, and that's the one. It's Williams, who has the best lane. She'll take it. Many-time Masters National Champion Annette Williams up and out of the saddle, trying to make her attack down the sprint lane and overtake this whole field, but here comes the Scoville, always bringing the heat. It's Danny Scoville coming back onto the rear wheel, and she'll try to make the acceleration over the top. The junior wants this one. She'll be able to find it. Williams second across the line. Dorr almost able to cruise in and challenge for second. She'll take third, though, in the end of it. Whatever, maybe. The Reaper. Now for the Cat 4 men, we've got 3 groups. The first one up now is Dan Pham, number 419, Kevin Ulrich, number 402, Michael Magger, number 433. And as Michael Magger says, go, go, go. No way am I going to sprint you guys. Just try to keep up. It's still Magger on the lead of this one. Ulrich trying to catch back onto the wheel for Gene Johnson Cycling. Bell's ringing, 1 to go. Dan Pham tucked in nicely behind Ulrich right now, able to hold on to his acceleration. as they hit turn 1. Now it'll be Ulrich overtaking. He had the benefit of that first lap being led out by Magger, so he's feeling like he can go on the attack now in this second lap. So is Dan Pham, though. He's not going to give up on this one. He's got a short race. He's going to try to dig in deep here. Hold on to the attack from Ulrich. Can he find the acceleration necessary? It's Pham and Ulrich now hitting turn 2. The Cat 4 men putting on a show tonight. Ulrich and Pham. Ulrich still holding the lead position. Ooh, he'll be able to hold away the counterattack from Pham. Not able to come over the top. Gene Johnson Cycling will take this one. Nicely done. Gilchrist, Fairbanks, Gola, and Westover coming up now. On deck is Herink, Scherfy, Dunn, and Pryor. They're followed by the Cat 1, 2, 3 men in their first group. Off we go. We got Ian Gola, the rider with the neon helmet, one of our junior competitors, leading things out alongside of a teammate there, Keegan Fairbanks. David Gilchrist right behind them for Tyner Racing in the gray. And at the back of the group right now is Mike Westover, number 401. This is anybody's race. I'm wondering how this one will play out. I think Westover might have good overall speed here to challenge. It might have been the last out of the 4 here when it was the elimination. He now sits at the back of the field, forcing everybody else to kind of lead this thing. Neon along the rail, still watching for the attack underneath him. Keeps looking to his left. He knows the only way that this race can go is underneath him if he's along the rail. Ion, thank you for the fix. Here can come down the home straight. Ion's up to full speed now. Up and out of the saddle, just trying to hold on to the front as the bell's ringing. 409, looking very good here. Gilchrist pulls up and out of the way. He's looking for someone else to do the chase. Keegan Fairbanks. Oh, getting down in that sprinter's lane. He's really starting to shuffle it. Look at this. Whoa, Fairbanks with a good dig here. Westover's trying to hold on to the kid. It's still Fairbanks with great speed, good hustle, and good cycling sense here. Keegan trying to close it down. Fairbanks will take this one in front of the Friday night crowd. Westover second across the line. Nice sprint for the junior. Ion with a very impressive start to that race on the home straight. Here comes your last group for the Cat 4 men. On deck will be our first group for Cat 1, 2, 3s. Your winner from the elimination, Josh Scherfy, number 427, is in this group. So the rider in all black, we saw what he could do in that elimination race. Quite the catch and victory for him. We also got Justin Pryor for Keller Rohrbach, number 448. He's the rider in the back of this group right now. Ryan Dunn in the white with red and blue is the second wheel position. That's rider number 431. And Tom Herrick for the junior team in the black with some blue accents there, the third rider on the lineup, number 413. Your top 4 from the elimination now on the track for the Cat 4 men. But Scherfy still leading the group around on the slow first lap as they ride the rail together. Match sprinting, a 2-lap event here at our velodrome. It's an Olympic style format, usually 2 riders at once on the track, but here today we're having fun and doing a 4-up sprint. Very typical to see this patient first lap. Everybody's just respecting Scherfy's speed from the elimination and saying, you lead this thing, we'll follow. No matter how fast you go, you're going to be the front. And that continues to be the format all the way around lap 1. It's now going to be Ryan Dunn's lead. He goes down to the blue line, doesn't take the sprinter's lane. He leaves it open for the junior. Tom Herring taking the lead spot, but here comes the counter punch from Scherfy, who's got a lot of acceleration. He'll take the lead spot, and we've already seen what this guy can do. He's going to try and do it again. He has the lane, he has the line if he wants it, but he's going to stay right there at the blue line and just win this thing. Scherfy taking it again. Whoa! Herrick, I think, did enough to hold on to second unofficially. Keller Rohrbach, I think, third across the line. Will get 3 points in the Carnival. Here comes your Cat 1, 2, 3 men getting set to go. We've got a few more heats here. I know this can feel a little slow as we're going through all these groups, but it's fun to watch this many finishes so fast and back at back here. After this, we're going to get back to some mass start groups here. Mike Ritter for Dyna Racing starts to make an attack down the back straight. Stan Douglas, the next closest rider, right behind him. And Grant Gibson trying to also hold on. I think Ritter calculating that the long distance effort will be his best way to beat these two. So he'll try to make the attack on this very first lap out of turn 2, and off he goes. Getting 1 to go. Ritter for Dyna Racing trying to pick up his 7 points here. Stan Douglas for Flow Cycling trying to hold on. If he can get onto the wheel, may be able to catch here. He's making a nice run at it. Here comes Stan Douglas trying to make contact. He should be able to do so down the back straight. Here's the last ditch effort. A little bit more of a push there out of the saddle. That should be enough. Ritter overtaken in turn 3. Stan Douglas, nice run at the wheel. He's able to put on a nice show of a sprint there. Peace. Here comes your next group, which will be Martinez, Pyle, Grinsel, and Campbell Harris. They're followed by Pratis, Chip Chase, Haldeman, Park. Oh, Nick Martinez trying to make it hard right away, and some of these riders are saying, come on, man. Coefficient of speed. Martinez attacks from the line. 1-2-2, just off and away, and he says, come get me if you want to win this race. I love it. David Madison, the junior competitor in black in the second wheel spot, trying to get back up there as quick as he can. He's leaving behind Campbell Harris and Scott Grinsel now. Nick Martinez gets the bell first. Magidson trying to catch back on. Oh, excuse me, Pyle, 313. My mistake. Another of the young riders for the Jerry Baker Juniors, 313, trying to do what he needs to do to close it down. Martinez says, I ain't going to give you a shot at this race, not even a chance. Perfectly calculated. Martinez is untouched throughout this one. He blows this apart right from the beginning. Martinez will take this race. Here comes Grinsel catching back up for second. Pyle across the line for third place, and 3 points in the Carnival. Pratis, Chip Chase, Haldeman, and Parker coming to the line next. Tomko, Bravetti, Cunningham, and Vincent are on deck, followed by Siegel, Magidson, Captis, and Hers. Chip Chase number 117 for Liquid Velo takes the lead spot here and starts to look around to see who's following him. In the yellow and blue is Carl Pratis. Got Matt Haldeman out there at the back end, the rider in the blue and pink for Single Malt Velo. And Jamie Park is riding for the Dyna Racing. That's the rider in the black with the pink accents, currently in the third spot in the lineup. Pratis dancing a little bit up and down. He makes the field kind of follow him around a little bit left and right. He's going to hold the rail. One of our younger competitors, another collegiate rider coming out here, a recent Jerry Baker Jr. graduate, making his way around on the rail currently. Looking on the left shoulder for the attack. The only place it can likely come from now is he's got Jamie Park closest to him. Haldeman says, I'll take the jump. 1 to go. Nice move there for the Single Malt Velo rider. See how long he'll be able to hold this off, though, as everybody's now trying to bear down his rear wheel. Jamie Park already re-accelerating himself nicely down the back straight. Carl Pratis trying to dig in deep here as well. He'll hit turn 3 with really good speed. Pratis comes around on the home straight and will be able to pick up his 7 here for the Carnival, as Jamie Park will find 5 right behind him. Couple more of these 4-up groups to go before we jump back in with the open women for their 4x4 points race. And we start from the rail once again for 2 laps. Carl Cunningham, number 127, at the front of this group as he looks behind him to see who he's competing against. Closest behind him is Scott Vincent for Dyna Racing in the black and pink. In the blue is Dan Tomko for Center Cycles, and in the yellow, Tony Brevetti, number 310, makes up your 4th rider in this group. Riders working on getting points for the Carnival. This weekend of fun all comes together with a International Omnium style points race tomorrow, where riders carry forward their Carnival points, and they start with how many they've earned. So the victory doesn't come yet, it comes at the end as our riders kind of build a campaign over 2 sessions of racing. This is all part of it, though. Tomko, a great sprinter in his own right, trying to guard the front right now. Here comes Cunningham, number 127, accelerating along his right-hand side. Tomko wants to make sure the sprinter's lane is his, and he's not going to let Cunningham take it from him. So he'll do enough work to stay in front of Cunningham. That does give the rider in white the opportunity to come in to the slipstream, into that second wheel position. But again, Tomko, a pretty strong sprinter, hard one to come around in a short race like this. Can Cunningham do it? Here comes Tomko and Cunningham to the home straight. Who's going to find the line first? Tomko, so strong. Not going to beat this guy. 113, making it look good again as Carl was able to find the wheel but could not come around it. Three groups to go. This is our third to last group with Siegel, Madison, Captis, and Hers, and on deck is Snoblin, Gallagher, Williams, and Crowther. I was about to go over to the YouTube and comment that it's been fairly quiet, but I see Vern Cole's tuned in to watch. That's good to see. He's cheering on for Liquid Velo teammates from afar. Good to hear from you, Vern. It's been a couple inconsistent weeks for us with the rain lately, so we haven't been able to bring the racing to people because we haven't had it. It's been canceled a few weeks in a row. But here we are again enjoying this beautiful evening with this great looking group here of 4 competitors with a true sprinter amongst them. Siegel, number 110, doesn't just fashion himself a sprinter, he does the type of workout to prepare for this type of event. So he specializes in the shorter racing. So he's definitely a favorite amongst these 4 to win. That's again the rider in the second position with the white helmet and the blue jersey. Right behind the other blue jersey with the white helmet, that's Maddie Hers for Coefficient of Speed at the front of this group. Group gets the bell. Justin Captis, number 368, is following Hers. Magidson trying to follow Siegel, the junior. But now look out for Siegel. He's going to use the hill. Nice acceleration down into the back straight flat. And this is where he's just going to come down that sprinter's lane and just make this thing look so easy as he'll just roll away from this crew. This is the kind of effort that Siegel trains for. So when he says, you got to sprint? I'll come and show up. I'll show you what it's all about. Siegel will fly ahead for that one. And Maddie Hers second across the line for 5. Magidson will find 3. That's right. I throw little mini puns in here and there. You just got to pay attention. They're short, they're small. Siegel flying. I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Group 2 coming out now. Snoblin, Gallagher, Williams, and Crowther. They are followed by Group 1, our last group, Bowie, Wilson, Fowler, Adams. Crowther leads the field right now, number 143 in the blue is your first rider out. Gallagher for the Jerry Baker Juniors, right behind him with the red helmet. Here's Snoblin of Veritech Racing is in the white and blue kit. Currently right behind Gallagher in the left line there, and then at the back of the group in all blue for Center Cycles is Kenny Williams. This is session number 1 of the Carnival. Hope you're enjoying yourself out here tonight. If you want to leave that thumbs up or subscribe if you're on the YouTube, don't forget to do so. As we've been growing and growing over the last year, we'd love to have your following as we continue to march along to our next goal. We hit 1,000, so now it's 1 million, I think. That's the next thing you have to hit, so we need a lot of help. Don't forget to hit those buttons while you're here. Show us the love. 1 to go. Snoblin on the lead of the lap. He'll pull up looking for someone else to take over. That's Gallagher next. Bit of rotation here in this field. This is a good race for Gallagher to try to show the training he's been doing, getting ready for junior nats as well. Kenny Williams, always a speedy one, is on his wheel in a really good position, but it's going to be Gallagher who's got the shorter line. Williams with the slipstream. Can the kid hold on? Gallagher looking pretty good here. This should be a good one for the junior. Gallagher, Williams will come across the line 1-2. And finally, your last group on deck after this will be a points race for the open women. Here comes Group 1. John Bowie, Luke Wilson, Will Fowler, and Nolan Adams for our last 4 up sprint tonight. Tuning in from Columbia City neighborhood. All right. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Good to see you here. If you two are here in person, you want to pick it up, don't forget you can head to velodrome.org/live to pick up the YouTube stream and share with friends and family. Let them know what you're watching here at the Velodrome. That's always a good reason to check it out. But what should we be watching now? We should be watching the race on the track. We've got John Bowie leading the field right now. He's got Nolan Adams of Dyna Racing in the pink right behind him. Alongside of him, big Luke Wilson with the white helmet and the blue kit for Center Cycles. And putting on a bit of a, interpretive dance above them is Will Fowler for the Jerry Baker Juniors team. He's just trying to demonstrate there's a lot of track space to go here. Bells ring and 1 to go. Fowler trying to make the jump from high ground down to the sprinter's lane. He's at a slight size disadvantage, let's put it that way. So he's going to make a long run at it. Let's see how it goes down the back straight. He's still leading things, but now look at Bowie. Oh, Bowie, the all-around speedster, the undefeated, absolutely cleaning house here at the Velodrome. Who's going to beat this guy this year? Bowie comes across the line with great speed. Here comes Luke Wilson to pick up his points. Man, I'm looking forward. Is it going to be the GP before we see Bowie getting challenged more? We need some more folks to come out here and throw down with this guy. Bowie. Points race coming up for the open women category now. Fantastic racing here tonight. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Good time to go check out a new vantage point. Swing by the Panini truck and pick up your dinner here this evening. Our friends still serving espresso behind us. And of course, the beverage garden pouring all night. Come get a good seat in the beverage garden and enjoy Postdoc Brewing and Locust Ciders throughout the rest of the show. We've got more racing coming at you. $16 on the cards. We're in a points race. The winner of the race gets 7 points for the Carnival. Second place gets 5. Third place will get 3. And fourth place will get 2. Fifth place will get 1. That is for the Carnival placing at the end of the race. That placing is going to be determined by the number of points that they earn during this race. I know there's so many points. There's so many things to keep track of. The sprints during this race are worth points, and that's how we determine the winner of the points race. 5 to the leader, third to second place, second to third, 2 to third place, and 1 to fourth across the line on special laps. You're going to hear the bell ring, and the next time across the line is when the riders are going to get those points. They get 4 times the sprint every 4 laps, so this is a 4x4 for 16 laps in total. 4 chances to sprint. The last one is worth double. 10, 6, 4, and 2 to the leaders on the final lap. Ties are broken by your position on the final sprint. After we get all the points totals calculated up, your leader in points walks away with 7 Carnival points for the overall competition. Whistle sounding for the beginning of the race. It's 16 to go. Your open women 16-lap points race now underway. Good chance here in the early going to find your favorite again. Who is it out there that you're rooting for? And if you want a bit of a change up at the lead, you need to root against number 1. She's been doing really good tonight, but of course it's fun to root for her too. Your rider of the year, number 1 for the Jerry Baker Juniors. Danny Scoville comes into it with the most points for the Carnival so far, and we'll try to find more today in the points race. This is a good race with a few more laps that maybe one of our other competitors can find some formula to beat her, though. Several chances to sprint. 15 to go. And a few folks, we got 3 fans here. I heard them all 3 clapping as they came by. Sorry, I'm sassy. By day, I'm a high school teacher, so I'm used to giving sass. Not as often as around here, but that is definitely in my wheelhouse. Currently, the group kind of rolling around, taking their turns to the front. The first sprint, usually the most polite, as we kind of work down the first couple laps. Everybody's kind of getting used to where we're going to be in the field. Good chance for you to remind yourself, who's out here today? Who's racing in this group at 14 to go? There's your rider of the year. Right behind her, Annette Williams, and right behind her, Heather Nielsen take the front spots on this field. It's all good here in our open women's field. A good showing. Some riders have been coming out a lot through preseason and continue to make their presence felt here. Next time around, they are going to be getting the bell for this first sprint of 4. So we're going to signal the beginning of this first point sprint upcoming. And it's Liquid Velo sitting at the front with Diebler leading the way. Excuse me. Yep, indeed, that will be your Liquid Velo team. Oh, here we go. The bell ringing. There comes Nielsen, number 3, up the secondary line. Sprint from the front, though, as Liquid Velo wants to try to pick up the points in the short lane around the track. That's Christine Diebler taking off. Heather Nielsen trying to chase behind her. Lucy Dorr in position. Here comes Diebler on a great first attack, trying to pick up the first 5. She'll be able to do so comfortably. Liquid Velo picking up 5 points. And Nielsen for 3. Leah Olslander for 2. And Lucy Dorr for 1. The rider just outside of the sprinters lane, 203, is the last rider across the line. You enjoy what we're seeing here, don't forget we also offer adult classes. Most of the riders that we have here, a great majority of them started as adults when they came into the area. Many of them were young riders as well, but they came into the sport as adults. They found the velodrome, started taking a class, started their beginning racing, and have worked their way up, have graduated to being a part of our Friday night racing. You too can sign up for an adult track class on velodrome.org under the education tab. Your early race leader, Christine Diebler, number 205 with 5 points. It's Heather Nielsen, number 3 with 3 points. Leah Holslander, 242 has 2. And Lucy Dorr, number 203, has 1. One more lap until another bell. Our field's still all together, now behind the wheels of a couple of juniors. Leading things out nicely as Lucy Dorr has found herself to the front. One of the riders with a point to their name. Now Edwards coming to the front as a couple of the juniors pull up and out of the way. Number 5 on the lead of the lap. Good fields all around here tonight, but definitely this open women's category showing up with good numbers here today. Good to have our local favorites showing up as well as some of our juniors making the field nice and big this evening. The racing set to be very good this weekend between our competitors. Always a hard one to beat Scoville in the long run, but on this points race so far, Scoville, our rider of the year without any points. This might be time that she'll have to start figuring a way to get towards the front. As the bell's ringing, it will not be led up by Scoville, but again, Nielsen and Diebler moving to the front. Look 3 or 4 wheels back though. Look who's there, starting to work her way up behind Williams. So now we've got some new leaders coming to the position. Nielsen leading us out. Williams coming up and around the outside. Here comes number 11. Oh, Dora's trying to come up, but there's nowhere to go. There's a rider there. Here comes Williams trying to find 5. Williams 5, Scoville 3, Gilchrist 2, and I think Darlene unofficially sneaks in for 1. We'll double check and confirm that one.
You don't have one? It's like, you have a mic, didn't you? I'm like, tuck it back here.
2 riders with 5 apiece. Diebler and Williams tied right now after taking the first and second sprint, respectively. Nielsen and Scoville both have 3. Olslander and Gilchrist have 2. I have confirmed Lucy Dora with 1. And I believe the other to Darlene, number 9. 2 sprints remain. On deck, Cat 4 men getting ready for their points race. This will be over pretty short here, folks, if you stick around for the fun, and you're going to get to see some great racing for our Cat 4 men as well as the Cat 1, 2, 3, our biggest field tonight. Should be a fun one coming up here soon enough. Is that Nolan Adams on field reporting duty down there on site? He's holding the microphone to make sure it doesn't roll away.
Check, check.
Okay. You gotta stay fresh for the racing, man.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come to me.
Down the back straight, number 5 will take the lead for a moment as Edwards will pull up looking for some reinforcement. The bell's not ringing yet. It should be soon, though, as they're around this next corner. When we set for our second to last sprint. A little bit of action at the front. We reset ourselves. Everybody kind of swinging around. 3 lines wide now. Rider of the year, Scoville coming to the front. 5 to go. Points next time. 5 to go. Lucy Dorr at the second line, the blue line. Annette Williams sandwiched in between them. Now she'll start to kind of work her way more up towards the front and be alongside of Scoville. No one's really pulling up to speed yet. Taking it pretty slow here down the back straight. This is giving it some opportunity for some new riders to try to take over. Here comes Darlene right down the middle. She finds a window. Darlene will take the lead spot. Williams doing some great work here. She might be able to take the lead if she can find some points here, and she definitely will. Here comes Williams. Ooh, 5 for Williams, 3 for Darlene, 2 for Scoville, and I think it was 1 for Dorr. Annette Williams are your leader with 10 points right now. That's number 11. As they come into the final sprint here very soon, they are seeing 2 to go. Big move here from JBVelo. Is that Diebler that's coming back to the front? I think it is. Trying to make a big attack here. Your leader, Williams, with 10. Diebler in second, along with Scoville, both with 5 as the bell's ringing. Here comes Nielsen, currently in 5th with 3 points. Trying to take the big points home here, as is Diebler on this last lap. This was worth the big 10 on the final sprint. This could change up a lot of things here. Looks like we're starting to lose the lead now for Nielsen and Diebler, who are getting caught by Darlene. A nice strike here from the youngster. The collegiate rider takes it over. She brings with her all of the favorites. Here comes Dorr, Scoville, and Williams trying to come into the picture. Scoville wants the big final 10. Scoville will try to take the win on this one. Ooh, 10 points to her on this final sprint. 6 for Darlene, 4 for number 4, and 2 more to Williams. 10 points to Scoville. It gives her a total of 15 and enough for the victory in the points race. She should come into the Carnival tomorrow with the most points and having won all of the races tonight. We're still in workshop mode here for the nickname for Scoville. I'm thinking the Reaper. Come on now. She's bringing the heat, you know what I'm saying? Kid's unstoppable. Whew. All right, let's bring out our next group. The track is open. Cat 4 men to the rail for the points race. Cat 4 men to the rail for the points race. On deck, the Cat 1, 2, 3 men, our final race of the night and the conclusion of this first session of the Carnival coming up very soon. Last chance to get a good spot here in the beverage garden. Support racing and have a good evening. Enjoy your libations even more. Know that all of your purchases in the beverage garden go right back into supporting race programs here at the Velodrome. More racing tomorrow. Carnival session number 2, 6 o'clock start. We got more mass start racing here. Wheel racing going on tomorrow, Kieran, and then, of course, the big points race to finish it up. And there's the signal for our Cat 4s to go on their neutral lap. Same rules. Well, certainly a different outcome. Cat 4 men for their 4x4 points race, 16 laps on the cards. We're going to start out of turn 4 if they're all together. The slowest you'll see them go here on their opening lap. And the whistle sounded. Racing's underway. 16 to go. 4x4 points race underway for the Cat 4 men. Their last race of the evening. One more chance to pick up some Carnival points. So far, it's been Josh Sherfree's night. The rider in black, fourth wheel down the sprinter's lane. He's been cleaning up nicely. Can Sherfree come out with another victory here? Will someone else find the win in this final points race for the Cat 4s this evening? More racing like this every Friday night. July promises to be very exciting here at the Velodrome. Derby Days collaboration going on. We've got some special race formats thanks to some of our auction winners. We have the GP coming right around the corner, our international class event. Every year, the fastest racing here in the Pacific Northwest happens on that weekend. All coming up in the month of July, and there's a lot to keep track of. Stay tuned at JBVelodrome on our socials, Twitter and Instagram. You can also find us on Facebook by looking up the Velodrome. And, of course, our website, velodrome.org/calendar for a full look at all the events upcoming. Want to get subscribed to the newsletter? You can also do so on our website at the bottom or under the Connect tab. Lots of ways to stay in touch with the Velodrome. We know there's a lot going on here in the summer, and we want to make sure you know what's happening here at our racing facility. What makes this place special is everybody comes across the country. They travel here to see what's going on. They go, you have such an amazing crowd, so many fans that come out, and such a vibrant community. And that is what makes this place special, is all of you folks. So we want to make sure you know what's going on and that you're invited to stay a part of this thing. We'd love to have you back for more great racing and fun together. Next Friday, of course, more racing here. And tomorrow, the second session, 6 o'clock, Carnival session number 2. Bell's ringing for our first sprint. Michael Westover leads the field right number 401. Get a little bit of help there through the noisy group at turn 1. There are no podiums tonight because none of you are winners. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. Podiums tomorrow. You got to win to be on a podium. Is that what we're supposed to say, Amara? Did I get it right? Okay, great. All right, Josh Sherfree, your leader throughout the evening, finds the first 5. One of our Jerry Baker Juniors, I think, for 3. Keller Rohrbach gets 2, and I think it was Ryan Dunn, for 1. Josh Sherfree, your leader, with 5 points. In second place, Tom Herrick, number 413 with 3. In third with 2 is Justin Pryor, number 448. And Ryan Dunn got a point in the first sprint, good for fourth, number 431. Gets on the leaderboards. 10 to go. Our field on the opposite side from us right now, just entering into turn 3, being led by your race leader right now, Josh Sherfree, the rider in black, number 427. Coming down from Monroe, Washington. Josh has been doing remarkable work here tonight on the Carnival. Another sprint underway as the home crowd puts their hands together, making some good noise for this Cat 4-man field who've been putting on a great show tonight. They may be gear restricted, but they are not competitively restricted. They are really trying to go at it tonight. Some of the closest finishes that we've had. So let's see how this one plays out. Westover alongside of Sherfree now as they go into turn 3. Westover trying to find his first points here. Sherfree will take the lead spot from him as they hit the home straight. Ryan Dunn in a good spot right behind him. And Sherfree for 5. Whoa. It's going to be Pryor for 3, Dunn for 2, and I think it's Fairbanks for 1. We get a lot of support from our community. All sorts of folks step up big time, but we got a really big support that's come in recently. Our friends at Sound Transit are, well, you probably know they're coming. Eastlink is finishing up. We can see the construction here from where we're standing right now. They're going to be opening up soon. And our thanks to Sound Transit. You can see the beautiful windscreen over in turn 4 has just been installed. And that's just a great view from as you're driving down the highway. They put in a lot of support and financial support for the velodrome. So excitement coming to us soon from Sound Transit, our newest sponsor and partner this season. Big thanks to them. Good times here as the field has kept it competitive, but Josh Sherfree certainly doesn't want to let anybody else fight for first. Right now it's a race for second, really, as we got Tom Herrick, Ryan Dunn, both with 3 points. Justin Pryor's got 5. I think Keegan Fairbanks the only rider with 1 right now. Your leader with 10. Josh Sherfree's been just riding away with this thing so far. So Justin Pryor, number 448 for the Keller Robach Racing Team, is second overall with 5. He's the closest to your leader. Right now the field, the lead of the race is just coming under the Stanley sign. They're catching a few riders who are going down the lap as they get caught by this group. The way that's scored in a points race is you usually take 20 points away. Seeing 5 to go, the bell's ringing. 4 points next time. The riders that got lapped are eligible. Westover on the front, number 401 as the bell's ringing. 2 sprints remain for this group. Your leader is right behind the rider in second place, so you can see the rider in black. There he goes now, trying to accelerate at the blue line. Ryan Dunn doing a nice job finding the wheel, trying to hold on to this one, see if he can challenge this time. As they go down into turn 3, it's still Sherfree in the lead. Dunn in second wheel spot. And Fairbanks really waking up here tonight, really trying to put on a good show. Good sprinting for Keegan. He's going to come around the right side and whoa, trying to find the 3. It'll be Sherfree for 5. Maybe Keegan for 3, unofficially, not sure. Dunn for 2, maybe. Westover for 1 point. That's a good fan base we got here on the home straight. The grandstands know what's up, man. Okay, turn 1's good too. All right, you guys are all good. Everybody's good in my books, especially Stan Douglas. Seeing 3 to go. Your field just came across the line. This group of 6 going into the Broadmark Realty Capital sign. Fairbanks did get the call for the 3 points on that last sprint. So just barely inching out Ryan Dunn. He gets 2 instead. Sherfree, your leader with 15. Dunn and Pryor with 5 apiece in second. Fairbanks with 4 in 4th place. Herrick with 3 all the way back in 5th place. Westover still has 1 and is in that lead group under the Greg Cycle sign now in turn 2. Everyone else on the track is somewhere behind those riders as they sit the blue line and they prepare for the big finishing sprint. We're about to get it. It's about to be one to go. All right, here we go. Josh Sherfrey putting on quite the campaign tonight, saying, give me my upgrade points, gosh darn it. Here comes Justin Pryor for the Keller Roebuck Racing Team. A nice move for him. At 1 to go. It's 1 to go. Pryor with a great lead here. He takes a nice attack down the home straight. But if we've learned anything tonight, it's that Sherfrey's got really good speed in just about everywhere on this velodrome. He's figured it out pretty well. He's able to get onto the wheel. Now if he can hold on for just a little bit longer, he should be able to make the move around here at the end and take the final sprint. And that's exactly what he'll be able to do. Good for 10 and winning it outright. Sherfrey will get the best start in the Carnival tomorrow. Pryor with a great move at the end. Should end up in 2nd place overall. Ryan Dunn looking very good tonight as well. Tom Herrick for the junior team finds 2 on this last sprint. A couple more riders finishing up. See, all you folks clapping right now, you're invited back again. That's how this works. Nice job. Cat 4s with a great Friday night. They'll make their way off on the back straight. And as we do so, we can invite our next group up. Cat 1, 2, 3s to the rail, please. Our next group to the rail for the points race. Cat 1, 2, 3s. This is it, our last race of the night. Cat 1, 2, 3 is combining together for this points race. A 20-lap competition for another chance to get some points for the Carnival. One more chance for us to make some noise for the riders, have a little bit of fun here tonight. Racing to come back at you again tomorrow, 6 o'clock start for the second session of the Carnival, 6 o'clock here tomorrow evening. And off we go. Neutral lap right now. We'll see if we get them started out of turn 4. For a 4x5, 4 sprints every 5 laps. Same number of sprints, just one more lap in between for a total of 20 in this one. Same rules apply. 5, 3, 2, and 1 to the leaders on the points sprints. 10, 6, 4, and 2 on the final lap. Ties broken by position on the final sprint. You get lapped, you lose 20. If you lap the field, you gain 20. Don't forget, July is promising to be a wonderful month of speed and excitement at the Velodrome. Beautiful evenings, great racing, good fun with our community. Don't miss any of it. Check velodrome.org/calendar and our socials at JBVelodrome for reminders of all the upcoming fun here through the next month. And the whistle is sounded for racing to begin. It's 20 to go. Our 1, 2, 3s in their final race of the day, and of course our last race of this program tonight. Get yourselves along the rail, find your favorites, make some noise, and get ready for a good one. We got our last race of the night, and Nick Martinez trying to do a similar move he did back in his sprint group, leading it off very quick on this first lap for the coefficient of speed, number 122. $19 to go. Grandstand's making a good noise here as our field screams on by. Good speed on the early laps. John Bowie, your winner of the races so far tonight. Rider of the Year at the front. The Rider of the Year competition is an ongoing competition. Riders get points for doing well in Rider of the Year races during Friday nights. There is no Rider of the Year points on the line, I believe, tonight. The Carnival may provide opportunities for Rider of the Year to get a few more points here and there. Tomko, number 113, gives way to Wilson, number 182. Both of the Center Cycles team. We got a couple riders of that team at the front. Good pace at the front in the early parts, but starting to slow down a little bit. You can tell how fast they're going based on how bunched up they are. In fact, you can see, looks like Matty Hers and Elliot Crowther are starting to move all the way up along the rail, trying to reposition themselves more towards the front, maybe feeling it's a bit slow, and they might be able to go take advantage. A lot of shuffling here in the early goings. 17 to go. Everyone all tied up at 0 points. Again, this is a points race. The winner gets points for the Carnival. No podiums this evening because nobody will be on top of any competition. They're just on their way to winning tomorrow. Chip Chase at the front for a moment, pulls out of the way. Siegel now moves up to the front. Bell's ringing, first points at the line next time around. Scott Vincent, number 116, wearing the colors of Dyna Racing at the front now. Watch the line around the right of Scott, though, as it's getting busy. Here comes Siegel, here comes Bowie, here comes Hers. Bowie takes a nice secondary line position here alongside Siegel, who's got the short line. Siegel wants to get the first 5, but it's going to be Bowie instead. Hers will take 3, Siegel for 2. That's Elliot Crowther for 1. Bowie takes the lead with 5 points. The rider at the very front, 104, got second across the line. He's got 3 points now. That's Matty Hers. Siegel, Waterline Racing's got 2 points, number 110. Elliot Crowther, number 143 in the bright blue. He's the second rider in the lead group of 5. Has got 1 point, good for 4th right now. You've got a group of 5 that have broken away just a bit here. That gap between the leaders in the field causing Merrick Gallagher to try to scramble things back together a bit here. And his efforts will pay off as he's able to bring this entire field right back into contention. And as the lead gets caught, they're going to reset themselves above the blue line. Not a little reason to keep that attack on if you've been caught at this point. But an open track means Nick Martinez is just not wanting to go slow today. So 122 on the wheels again. Here he goes. Martinez, really consistent this evening with his pace. He doesn't see anybody covering his attack. He should just keep rolling. That's exactly what he's going to do. The field not respecting this one just yet. They're going to let him get some room. Snowby for the AirTech Racing team will try to join in on the fun. He loves these kind of efforts. He says, oh, I wish I'd thought of this one. He's going to go forth to try to join in on this. So it's now Martinez and Snowblin trying to pull away from the field. Martinez getting some help as the bell's ringing. Points next time for Martinez. On pace to find the 5. Snowblin pursuing. Luke Wilson right at the front alongside David Magidson right outside the sprinter's lane. Not fully up to speed yet with this field. Snowblin's trying to catch down the back straight. He's not going to make it there in time, but it's going to be Martinez and Snowblin off the front with a fair gap here. What are we going to do with this here? Or is Martinez going to keep rolling? He's going to get the 5. Snowblin's going to get the 3. Bowie for 2 and Crowther for 1. Nine to go. Your leaders get caught after the sprint. They did what they need to do. They get brought back into the field. Crowther now brings the field across the line first. There's Bowie, Chip Chase, Fowler all at the front of this group now. Ooh, kind of getting busy over there. It's the tempo changing so drastically. Ooh, here we go. Carl Cunningham, I believe that's the rider for Strenomani Racing in the all-white, says, no, sirree, let's not slow down yet. Nick Martinez got to do this. Now it's my turn. Your leader is John Bowie with 7. Nick Martinez in second with 5. Snowblin with 3, Hers with 3, Elliot Crowther with 2. I believe all the riders now with points currently. Siegel now down the lap, so all they picked up the 2 points earlier, no longer on the lap with the leaders. That's a nice big jump there for the rider in white. Number 127 is in a great position here. Carl Cunningham. Stranamonti in great position, seeing 17 to go. Dropping this field quickly. And that is no small feat. The field's kind of letting him get away with it a little bit right now. I'm amazed with this speed this gap has opened up. We're going to see number 182 of Center Cycles is the front of this race, although he's above the blue line. He doesn't want to be. No one's really wanting to do the work right now to go catch Carl. Down the back straight, that's going to be your rider for Dyna Racing, Mike Ritter, taking the pace currently in the sprinter's lane. Trying to hold tempo. Bell's ringing for Carl. No question, he's got the 5. Couldn't he get more? The field's all the way back here coming out of turn 4. They're just starting to get a little bit organized as Mike Ritter seems to be throwing himself around a bit here to do the work to try to get this a little closer. Now Campbell Harris also taking his turn at the front will try to launch his own attack from the front of the field. Nowhere near the leader just yet. They're almost on the same straight as Cunningham's just about to be out of turn 4 onto the home straight. He'll get his 5. Behind him, we got the lineup. Bowie comes swinging into action. Hers and Campbell Harris will go 3-2-1 across the line there for the points. And just like that, the speed of Bowie off of that last sprint's enough to carry him forward to Cunningham, who will only find the guaranteed 5 on that first one, and now he's been caught by the rest here. One sprint remaining, he'll sit up. He says, no thank you, I don't need to do any more work. Elliot Crowther, though, still feeling fresh enough. This has been a race of solo breaks. Not really anybody able to get off in any sort of grouping here. But finally, it looks like we might have somebody respond as Crowther tries to pull away. It's going to grab the attention of Kenny Williams and a few more. As it looks like some of the Jerry Baker Jr.'s also happy to fall around the savvy rider of Kenny Williams, who sees this as a threatening moment to let the rider get away. 3 to go. Number 124, rider of the year, John Bowie, still in the lead with 10 points. Martinez and Cunningham tied in second with 5 apiece, along with Matty Hers also with 5. Peter Snowman's got 3, Crowther 2, James Campbell Harris 1. Your unofficial points totals. So here comes your lead group now coming on the home straight. It's a group of 3 just off the front at 2 to go. It's Williams, Crowther, and Magidson, number 399. Tomko for Center Cycles is really trying to go for it here. He's going to actually try to pull away from this field and make the break here if he can. They're going to coming into the bell. The whole field's going to be barreling down here shortly. Magidson feeling the pressure on the front as he pulls out quickly, feeling that he cannot keep the tempo. This group needs to stay away. Williams also pulling in quickly. He's looking for help from Crowther. He says, oh man, I've done a lot here tonight. Can I hold it off? I don't know. Bell's ringing, 1 to go. Crowther trying to find some more for his efforts. 1:43 on the lap. Right now as the bell's ringing, Tomko closing things down a bit here for himself. Rider 113 looking to see if anybody else is coming. Here comes Bowie now from the field. He brings a lineup of 5. This could be a big overtake. They're coming down the back straight. Bowie leading things out. Down the back straight, Kenny Williams doesn't want to let this get caught. Crowther's trying to follow along. Williams says, no, 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 no. Bowie says, yes, 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 yes. The slingshot, the speed, the overtake. The top speed so impressive from this rider. Bowie, Hers, and Nolan Adams, 111, I think might have come across the line second. Man, can this guy be denied? I don't know. Bowie takes it again. That'll be the win here for him tonight. That'll be the best start for the Carnival tomorrow in this field for sure for a rider from the Waterline Racing Team, number 124. Folks, that concludes it already. What a beautiful evening of racing this was. Thank you for sticking around enjoying all of this great racing action with me and our riders tonight. If I could ask you to maybe put your hands together one more time for the athletes tonight for a fantastic event. Great racing tonight by all of our competitors. Of course, my thanks to all of our team here. We got great volunteers, our officiating staff, my team up here on the deck. Thank you for making tonight possible. Thanks to our team out here supporting us, our food trucks and our beverage garden. Staff also helping us out, our race night manager and everybody involved. What a great evening. Thank you to those that tuned in on YouTube. Thank you for supporting us in the online space. Hopefully you can check that out if you haven't yet. Make sure to share it with friends and family. Give it a thumbs up and the subscribe if you're on there right now. Don't forget to do so. We'd appreciate your support and your love. We're doing our absolute best for bringing you great racing action out of a shed in the middle of a park I think we do an okay job, all things considered. Everybody, once again, thank you for joining us. We got racing tomorrow, Saturday night racing here at the Velodrome. It's session 2 of the Carnival. We're going to wrap things up, and we're going to crown some champions in this fun race format. Don't want to miss it. 6 o'clock tomorrow night, right back here again. We'll be here again for more racing, 7 o'clock, all throughout the month of July, and the calendar is packed. Don't miss it. We've got the GP coming up in just a couple of weeks. We've got Derby Days, even before that. Derby Days coming up, of course, in just the second, third week of July. And oh my goodness, we've got some great stuff in store for you all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up. And we look forward to hosting you again for more great racing action here at the Jerry Baker Memorial Velodrome.